OG investigative YouTuber Al Prophet just hit the freaking YouTube streets with a banger. Starts off like this.
Let's go back to the breakup of Nipsey Hussle and Big U's business. It was always very vague, like, what was it about? Why did these guys, because Big U put Nipsey with Steve LaBelle, and they got him going.
Then leads on to this.
Big U played a part in them getting started, and he would talk big draws, big draws. He would constantly reference him, and big draws took me here and hooked up that, and they went out to New York, and so they were rocking, and Big U definitely had a value for the early stages of his career.
So there you go. He's exploring the relationship between Nipsey Hussle, Big U, Steve LaBelle, and how allegedly Big U set up Nip for 100 kilos. Yeah, let's break this one down.
So they were out on a tour bus doing a promotional tour for Nipsey in the mixtape days. The bus kept getting pulled over.
He sicked the police on Nipsey.
I just hit it home. They had 21 people. They think they got him. Anyway, make a long story. He ended up turning himself in and take the case off all of us. He get life, right, for the drugs. When that happened, my team is acting weird. So I'm looking at Steve, I'm looking at Nip. Man, get a paperwork from Sony so they can see that we releasing all this. They acting weird. So, me, I'm still kind of like, hey, I'm hot, hot and heavy, but
Loose Cannon claims Big U was given the information to get the bus pulled over, trying to get Nipsey caught with a gun. Maybe not. I don't know what the strategy of that would be.
Hold on, man. Free cash real quick, bro. Everybody playing, everybody winning. We ain't hearing no more too many chants of, it's a scam, it's a scam. The only problem we're hearing is, man, I just need more and more and more. Earn up to $500 a freaking month. The #2 app on the goddamn Apple Store, #3 on the Play Store, man. It's for a reason. Can't be scamming worth the damning. Yeah, $5 cash from Nash when you hit that QR code or tap the link in the description. Get signed up for free cash today and start playing. Play this video in the background while y'all get paid. All right, then. Let's go. Yeah, that would be because he's lying. That would be the reason why. Because why would you set up a person for one gun? Why not multiple? That doesn't make sense. One gun ain't really going to get you into too much trouble. Might get you 3 years, might get you 4. But multiple guns? Shit, that increases up to 7. But let's continue on. Roll it.
But what's interesting, you see how excited Big U is talking about it. And if you listen to what he said, it's that a guy he knew had a travel agency, and they were sending people on bus tours to drop off the work, to sell work, and they were getting a big bag, this guy, so that's why they kept getting on the bus. They were looking for D-Rugs, and the guy, and Big U got picked up, a bunch of people got picked up. Big U was not charged, his buddy took the whole case. Now, for the record, for those of us that have had our fate be under a prosecutor's decision, you can't take someone's case. Like, the prosecutor decides who gets charged. Now, a person can say they're the one who did it or whatever, but so I don't know what he means by the guy took everything and got life.
That would literally be it right there. We do know this, right? So this is how it goes. If you basically come out and say, yo, hey, this is all my shit. They had nothing to do with it. I got it from here. I shipped it right here. You break it down to the nitty gritty. And ain't nobody claiming it. They're not going to sit here and then charge everybody. And you're the only person that said, oh, this is mine. If you take them through steps 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6. Yeah, that's how that goes. Then we don't know the circumstances and situations and how he was caught. A lot of people think, oh, well, shit. I got caught with these drugs on this bus and everybody going down. That's not how it always goes. If it's in your bag, you got your DNA and your DNA only on there. How the hell did we know that you had that shit on there? Especially if it's wrapped in everything. I'm just trying to understand that's how that goes, bro. It's too many people in this world who have taken the rap for shit. There's been times where I know homies where it's 3 homies in the car and 2 guns. And one nigga decided to say, I'm taking a rap for both of them. You know what happens? The cops sit there like, man, you know that shit. You know this. And they're like, nah, that's me. What more do you want? Let's continue on.
Under the guise of his travel agency that really had to work on him, Nipsey was doing a tour, a promo tour. Now, I cannot remember who the hell was talking about this.
The Mexicans in Chicago tried to kill Nip?
Yeah. At the concert, Sean, it was fucking 100 Mexicans with colorful Crenshaw shirts on the south side of Chicago. But we went backstage, Nip like, man, hey, keep y'all head up, because, shit went on back home. He dead now, so I can say it. It's the 60s or whatever, they had robbed the motherfucking cartel for like 300 keys of heroin.
All wearing the same.
And they know he's traveling and this and that, so he was an easy target. They was gonna kill him to hurt the 60s type shit.
We kind of rushed the stage, and then after the thing, they had to run to the tour bus, and there was gonna be some gunplay, or somebody did have to let off some shots. Now that could kind of sound like, remember, this was during the time, well, still, Chicago's, LA's a hub for work, so is Chicago. In a lower cartel. Could that have been, and then Big U, we know, likes to rob plugs. That's what he went to prison for back in 91. Extortion charges now. He likes to get stuff and not pay. Could some Mexicans somewhere have been owed some money by Big U and them? Or that guy that was sending the workout on the tour buses? So imagine you got a black guy in LA, you know that he's getting work and he's sending it around the country on tour buses. He doesn't pay for a load. He owes. Of course, it's hard, easy to not be found, right? But now they know, oh shit, this rapper that we know this guy is somehow affiliated with or is in the same circuit of people, Nipsey, he's on the road in a tour bus, and we know this guy sends work out on the tour buses.
This is true. Why wouldn't they just hit the hood? I don't get it. Or why not just shoot the shit out the tour bus immediately when they come off the back line? They playing it too safe. So you mean to tell me you had 100 essays with Crenshaw shirts on that popped up at a show and it don't go down, but it's supposed to go down over some work where Cats is catching sales off of a tour? Where are they stopping at? You're talking about going from LA to Chicago. So which way did they go? I'm assuming you're going to say they took the 40. So that would include Arizona, New Mexico, the top part of Texas, and not the part where people are really at. No disrespect to Amarillo. But then you go through there, you go through goddamn Oklahoma, then you have to slide up to Missouri, and then go up through Missouri through the 57, get through like all of that shit, and then you go up to Illinois. So where are the spots? You gonna stop in St. Louis? Man, they would have robbed, them niggas in St. Louis would have robbed everything. You ain't stopping in Tulsa, that's Hoovertown, so that's out. So where are you stopping at? Oklahoma City? Albuquerque? Gallup? Flagstaff? I'm just curious. You just said they slanging these bricks and shit all out the tour bus. So which way did they go? They're not hitting the 80. Them would have been pulled the hell over as soon as they would have got to Utah. That's mandatory. So I'm trying to understand, where's the logic in this shit? You hit the 70, you definitely getting your goddamn tour bus ripped, stripped, and flipped in freaking Denver. That's the only way the only way you could have made this even possible is taking the 40. The 70 is insane. The 80 is insane. Some of y'all like, damn, Nash, what the hell you think you was running drugs? No, remember, I was, you know what I'm saying? But let's continue on with the story. I think Al Prophet means good, but I think he probably need to run his story back again. And I'm not dissing him or saying his story ain't credible. I just got to poke a couple of holes in this. But let's continue.
That's why I left music. That was really how I left music. And if you look at it, like, if you see where at some point in our music venture, you only see Steve and Nipsey together. You kind of really don't see me no more. And didn't really know why I had left. But I'm like, if these panicking like this over some that ain't serious, and we in the hip hop game, what if we knock down some?
For real.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, I love Steve death, but I'm like, I got to get away from this. And we weren't making no money then.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so they made no.
And being really pure with my energy, and I was just only doing music, and I was like suffering financially. You know, the police raided the studio and took all the equipment and put a gun on me that was in the house, a shotgun. It was a registered shotgun, but I was on probation for a gun. So, you know, the probation says you can't be around no guns at all. So they booked me for the gun, took all my equipment, and I was really just in there working. You know what I mean? Just like, they don't know that. Nobody know how pure you are but you. And I was really pure at that time. I wasn't doing nothing but music. You know, it kind of discouraged me for a long time.
So if we think that there's evidence that Big U back in 91, because Big U wasn't the head of the drug thing. He was listed as an enforcer, and he did try to stick the guy up. And he got less time than the other guy, his co-defendant in the conspiracy. So he was not the one in charge, he was the enforcer. So then he has a history of being attached to drug rings and being the muscle, but then when things go sideways, him throwing someone under the bus. Well, literally with this Nipsey Hussle tour bus situation, it kind of sounds like that. So that's, and as you saw, Big, you said, oh, when I came back, they were all acting funny. Well, gee whiz. People don't want to get searched for guns and get taken into custody and chased by Mexicans in Chicago and asked by the feds about, are you trafficking drugs on these buses? And then he says, oh, we're in the hip hop industry, we might have to lay somebody down. I mean, you're right, you might, but that's what you're thinking about?
Y'all go check out Al Prophet's video, man. Run it up over there, man. Shout out to him. So let's do it this way. The part of this story that he just said, it's the rap game. I think a lot of cats forget. I know we're in a day and age where it's like, oh, some of these rappers is pussy. Some of these rappers ain't street and all this shit. These days, man, and it's always been like this all the time. You don't worry about the rapper. You worry about the crew. See, a lot of people don't understand this. It's the crew you got to worry about. The rapper can be one of the most scariest, pussy-made, lame-ass dudes in the whole entire world. His crew, though, the ones that's supporting him, the ones that's making sure that he good, the ones that he gonna chip off something, he make 100 bands, he gonna give his homeboys 20 bands to split. Them cats right there, them the ones you gotta worry about. It's not the leader, it's the team. So, I don't know this damn shit, bro. The streets and rap have been intertwined since the beginning. You might have to lay somebody down. You might have to get it cracking shit. You got, man, I don't even want to say this. I'm about to throw a rapper in there. Y'all gonna be like, man, what the hell you doing, Nash? Let us find out when it happens. Don't tell us it's gonna happen before. There's a rapper right now. He about to get hit by the feds. This nigga running around like a chicken with his head cut off, trying to make sure he got the best lawyers because he knows it's all going down from his ass being surrounded by street dudes all the damn time. And now this shit is starting to push over to the point where state prosecutors is going, we're going to get this shit to the feds. So the feds can go, oh, you got here with this and this and this. Bam his ass off the rip. But to the case and to the point of Big U and Nip and this 300 kilo shit, the story basically that he's talking about is the one that came from big folks about basically 300 kilos of heroin being robbed and all of this shit and everything. And I hell if I know about this story, but we'll see. We'll see. I ain't seen nothing about it in the feds. I ain't seen nothing about it in no paperwork, no nothing like that or anything. So if it happened, I guess, I don't know. But to me, the retaliation or lack thereof, that's where I'm like, man, hold the hell on. And rarely do you do business with essays and they just gonna front you. And rarely do you do business with essays and you're gonna rob them. Shit, it wouldn't happen with whites or blacks. It wouldn't happen with Asians. So to all of a sudden think that the essays is the only group that you're gonna get out here and rob and run around and all this shit, nah, that's not happening. In my opinion, if that would have happened, they would have shot the shit out of that tour bus as soon as it came off the back line. That's just me. But hey, the story says they getting pulled over and asked about drugs. Nigga, if you ever been on a bus and you've been doing business on a bus, they always ask that. They ask, is there anything illegal on this bus, like guns, drugs, women who aren't supposed to be here? They ask these questions. Nigga, you can ask this shit when you get pulled over. Is that trafficking right there? Think about the last time you got pulled over. What did the cops stupid ass say? Did you got anything illegal in the car, like guns or drugs? Sir, I just left Popeyes. Only thing illegal is the amount of fucking money that they just charged me for these punk ass fries. You investigating the wrong person. Go over there and let that chicken for Popeyes. Just saying, man. I don't believe it, but maybe you do. Subscribe, turn on the bell, stay notified, share to keep your people aware. 25K away from that giveaway, man. I forgot to put the damn slide up, but King, T.I., 50 Cent, war words right here. Hit that damn video right there or tap that right there. That's the playlist. Get you through your day. Appreciate you all, man. We are back in the algorithm fully, and I'll catch you on the next one.